I have now put out simple one-shot builds for all 5 of the characters in Clair Obscur Expedition 33, which are straightforward standalone builds, seeing the character perform well solo or in a group dynamic. Each character comes with a one-turn solution both for clearing the screen of all enemies and extreme single target damage as well. I have fine-tuned and perfected the Maelle build to make it even more busted and broken. It is so destructive, pushing it to its limits whilst there's still being room for 1 or 2 further tweaks if desired. We're going to approach this from the perspective of a solo build. However, if you want to run it in a group, it is perfectly capable of doing so. You'll just need to make some adjustments with the last stand luminers and stuff like that. We've got no time to waste, let's jump right in so we can get to increasing your OP-ness. The build revolves around a specific weapon to maximize your damage potential, 3 different skills giving you group clearing and single target options, dealing void damage, making them suitable for every single opponent. The weapon of choice is the infamous, very powerful Yevarum, which can be purchased from the gestural merchant Grauer in Renoir's drafts after you beat him in a fight to unlock all of the secret items available in his shop. It boasts very solid base power with a very unique set of bonus abilities surrounding shielding, which we can use with specific luminers to our advantage to boost the power even further. The level 4 ability sees you also applying 1 shield when you apply Sciel, the level 10 ability gives you 1 AP upon applying shields, and the level 20 ability, upon switching out into Virtuo stance, doubles all shields on all allies. You're probably already putting together in your head the sort of stuff that this can do. The attributes are as self-explanatory as ever, with Yevarum primarily scaling off defense and secondarily off agility. We'll be allocating our attribute points in defense, agility, and might respectively. There are only 3 skills that we require for the full setup, both for the group screen clearing and the single target solution. They both start with the same skill, Last Chance, reducing self-health to 1 but refills all of her AP and switches Maelle over to Virtuo stance. Our screen wipe follow-up will be Phantom Strike, which deals very high void damage to all enemies over 4 hits, also giving plus 35% of a gradient charge. We're not really fussed on that, costing 7 AP to use. Remember that void damage bypasses all defenses, and there are no enemies that are resistant to it. The other erase from canvas option is of course Stendahl, dealing extreme single target void damage over 1 hit, removing all self shields and self applies defenseless, which doesn't matter because we'll be nuking the enemy out of existence, costing 8 AP to use. For your pictos, you can double dip and equip some of the luminers that you're going to use in the build, or you can just focus on boosting up your speed. Whichever you decide, they're not super relevant. I've gone for Sniper, Energizing Turn, and Augmented First Strike. Feel free to copy these like for like if you wish. And finally, for the luminers that brings the whole build together, Accelerating Last Stand and Empowering Last Stand will give you auto powerful and auto rush from the get-go. You don't need any of the AP generation luminers particularly. You only need 1 AP to use Last Chance, and that's going to give you 9 AP after you use it. Instead of AP generation, you really want to focus on shield generation. We know that we apply shields when we apply Sciel, so stuff like auto Sciel, SOS Sciel, Sciel on rush, they're all going to be super useful, alongside in medias res, powerful shields, shield affinity, and solidifying. This is going to be overkill. We double our shields when we go into Virtuo stance and you max out at 9. You can figure out a way to min-max it and exactly how many you need. I just chucked these all on and it worked great for me. Of course, make sure you've got cheater and or shortcut, allowing you to play twice in a row. This is absolutely essential, alongside First Strike to ensure that you're going first. On top of powerful shield giving us 10% increased damage per shield point, which is 90%, we're going to be equipping all of our other damage increasing luminers, as many as you have. Those stuff like At Death's Door, Glass Cannon, Greater Powerful, Immaculate, Inverted Affinity, Confident Fighter, Augmented First Strike, First Offensive, anything and everything that you've got. As ever, if you are missing 1 or 2 of these, do not worry, it's not the end of the world. It's far more important that you understand the principles behind the build than necessarily using every single lumina here per se. And those are all of the components for the build. All that's left is to put it into practice. Upon starting a fight, you're going to get absolutely smashed with all of your damage increasing luminers, and probably way too many shields that you don't need, ready to take on the world in a giant fuck you to Papa. We're going to start by playing Last Chance, reducing Maelle's HP to 1, but refilling all of her AP up to 9, and switching her into Virtuo stance. This will double her total shields, giving us the maximum damage increase increase from them, and Primer into Virtuo stance with a 200% damage modifier. We then select Phantom Strike and absolutely obliterate all of the foes in front of us. This is strong enough to take out nearly all of the opponents in the game. Very simple and insanely powerful, you're gonna absolutely love it. And our single target solution for the super bosses for the real meanies is a very similar setup. We will start off with Last Chance, and this time once primed, we're gonna unleash her with Stendahl, which simply erases your opponent from existence out of the canvas. It obliterates them. If you need a little extra juice for Simon, just pop on roulette and you'll be absolutely grand, provided you get the right roll for it, and you can just keep trying until you get it. There are a few extra steps you can take if you have your teammates come in and die and do certain effects. That's fine. As you can see, it's not even needed. And that is my updated, perfected, insane one-turn solution with Maelle to screen clear and wipe out everything in front of you and eradicate even the toughest solo single targets. This is completely busted and broken, so use it responsibly. Or don't, I'm not your dad. I mentioned right at the beginning, but I've done one of these for each of the 5 characters. You may be interested in checking those out if you enjoyed this one. It's more of the same, really epic, mostly solo focused, whilst also having the malleability to apply these same core principles to a group dynamic. If you do enjoy my style of builds, I take a very similar approach to different games as well. Feel free to subscribe for more, but either way, until next time, for those who come after.